Some of you may have heard of Rematch, others may not have, but I'm here to give you my 2 cents, and then you can make up your mind as to whether you want to play it. Spoiler alert, you're going to want to play this. So this is brought to us by the same people who gave us Sifu, so straight away I was interested. I've actually been waiting for this a long time. It dropped yesterday on Game Pass, meaning of course it's available for PC and Xbox users, but you can also buy it on PS5, and if you don't have Game Pass, but you're on PC, you can pick it up via Steam. I don't quite know the price of it. It's on screen for you. Of course, it's included in Game Pass, so I didn't have to pay, kind of. If I had to run past someone and explain this, so literally like a 2-second explanation, Rocket League without the cars. Honestly, that's the quickest way you can explain it, but it is so much more than that. So there are currently 3 game modes, 3v3, 4v4, and yes, you've guessed it, a 5v5. These are quick play, dropping kind of games. You can play with friends, of course, as well, though. You can set up custom matches, or you can go into a party and jump into certain games as well. And there is a ranked mode that you unlock at level 5, and that is strictly 5v5. So this is completely controlled in third person. You control a single player who switches roles dynamically from striker to defender. Even the goalkeeper gets a shout. Oh, you want to know my favourite position? Well, of course, it's the goalkeeper. I absolutely love being the goalkeeper. I used to play a lot as a goalkeeper in real life. I think maybe that's why I enjoy it. I just really, really like it, and I can't really explain why. I like the way that they do it in this game, but I also have a few gripes with it as well, so we'll get into that in just a second. The big thing to take away from this, though, no fouls, no offsides, no throw-ins, no penalty. There's just no set pieces whatsoever. It's just completely non-stop, fast-paced action. There's no boundary. The ball cannot go out of play. That's what sort of the comparison with Rocket League is. The ball will just bounce around on this sort of dome or cage or whatever environment that you're in. Each match lasts around 6 minutes, although it does end early if a team goes up by 4 goals. That is a way for the opposition to stop being bored and to quit and to not really want to play the game again. The game just ends, you jump into another one, you forget it ever happened. The controls in this game will not hold your hand. There are absolutely 0 assists to anything. Passing, tackling, positioning, shooting, doesn't matter. The game will not help you in any way, shape or form. That is going to open up a massive skill gap going forward. I mean, straight away you can see people who've been playing it for a few hours versus those who've been playing it for a few minutes, and you can tell those who have a grip on the game. You can tell within the first 20 seconds of a match whether you're really in with a chance of winning this from how your opponents are moving, the positions that they take up, the way that they control the ball or pass the ball. And it's the same with the goalkeeper as well. It's quite simple to be a goalkeeper. You will get caught out now and again, of course you will, but it's not that difficult to save things because you can dive for the ball after the shot comes at you if it's outside of the area. A lot of people like to take snapshots outside the area, and they are quite easily saved. But there are going to be some people who just dive straight away. They try and guess where the ball's going to go rather than just waiting for the shot to be taken. And that's just one of those signals of this guy hasn't played the game that long to know this, and that's all it is. So the shooting interface is quite simple. Just shows a circle for the power, and then you have a dot for the trajectory. Once you get the hang of it, it's not that difficult to know where your ball's going to go, but at the same time, if you're panicking, the ball comes in on a volley. It is definitely by far the hardest part of the game, in my opinion, and it is definitely where I need the most work. There is a practice mode in the game you could jump into. This is against the AI, and you can hone your skills there, but it's not a match environment. It's just a one-on-one learning the controls environment. There is no single-player AI mode as of yet. That apparently will be added next year, but by then will we still be playing it? I'm not sure, so I'm not going to think about that just now. So currently there's no cross-play at launch. If you're on Xbox, you have to play against Xbox, PC against PC, PlayStation. You get the idea. Apparently this will be added in a matter of weeks, but at the moment, no cross-play. Let's talk about goalkeepers then. Like I said, by far my favourite position, absolutely love it. So when the game starts, you'll start in a position. You'll either be further up the field as a striker, further back as a defender, somewhere in the middle, or you'll be in goal. Every time a goal is scored, you switch position. So if you started in goal, if you concede or you score, obviously your team, it doesn't have to be you, you will switch position. You won't be in goal anymore, you'll go outfield. Now, I do like that, so it gives everyone a chance to play outfield, gives everyone a chance to play as a goalkeeper, so there can be no arguments then, I guess. The really fun thing and the good thing, I think, about this game is that if a ball is loose and it comes down toward the goal, the goalkeeper rushes for it, and he misses it. If a defender comes back and goes in goal, all of a sudden he has gloves on, he's the new goalkeeper. Doesn't mean he has to stay there. He can just cover the position while the player who was in goal can come back and recover the position. But it does also mean that someone can just walk back toward the goal and kind of half demand that they become the goalkeeper. So I had it happen to me. I was just stood there in goal. I ran out to clear the ball, and I did, and it wasn't even like I went that far out. It was like the edge of my area, and I cleared the ball. By the time I got back to my goal, there's a guy stood there with gloves on. He's the new goalkeeper, and he doesn't move, so I have to just go outfield. Now, I really like being the goalkeeper, so I found that a bit frustrating. I could have just stood there and half demanded that he gave the gloves back, but at the same time, that was going to hurt the team, so I thought, well, I might as well just go out. I have to play, and I'll just get on with it. With that being said, though, it can be a good thing. Someone came on the mic when I was playing and said, I'm useless in goal, please someone go in. And I did. Whether he was lying or not, like, cause some people just like the glory, right? They just want to score goals, they don't care about being a goalkeeper. But if he was telling the truth and he was just useless in goal and he just didn't like it, I'm more than happy to take that over. So I like that aspect of it. I just don't like the fact that someone could just steal the position from me. I mean, it's a minor gripe, but it's definitely there. A small gripe I have, I don't really find it that frustrating at the moment. I suppose if it was like a competitive game or something, maybe I would be annoyed. It is a little bit buggy at the moment. It's not massive, just some sort of ball physics quirks, I guess. So I was playing in a game and my teammate took a shot. He hit the post, but it counted as a goal. I've seen that happen in Rocket League once or twice, but it happened here. And another thing was I was in goal and my opponent took a shot. I saved it, but I rolled back over my line. Should have been a goal. It wasn't a goal. I had an even worse one happen against me, actually. I took a shot and the goalkeeper saved it as it was going in and he hit the back of the net. Like, honestly, if this thing was an actual net, he would have been tangled up in it. He was so far back into the goal, but it didn't count. He ran back out with the ball. So whether those are meant to count, whether it's a bit of leeway, I'm not sure, but there's some sort of small, I don't know, quirks, if you will. Let's not call them bugs, let's just call them quirks in the game at the moment. Just bear that in mind. If you're playing this, expect it to be 100% polished. I will say, though, if you enjoy a fast-paced sports game, essentially, it has massive arcade flair to it. It is purely over the top, and it has a huge skill ceiling as well. You can learn an awful lot about this. You can master this game. It's going to take you a long time, but the difference between someone who is going to master this and someone who's only been playing it casually for a few months, it's still going to be huge. Manual controls will put a lot of people off, but that is the beauty of this game. It is so much fun. Even playing a simple pass, like from here to 5 meters in front of me, if I can hit that pass, or if it's just a little through ball and it actually gets to where I want it to go, it's just like scoring a goal. It's that fulfilling. It's that rewarding. I really, really enjoy this. Online only can be a little bit frustrating if you want to just sit there and play against the AI for a bit. You can do it in practice mode, but of course it's not a full match. It's a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, I don't mind just jumping in online. It's very addictive as well. I will say that it's always one more. I wanted to finish this review about 2 hours ago, but I couldn't stop playing the game to come and actually record it. And of course, we can't end the review without talking about cosmetics, because this game is heavily based on in-game transactions for cosmetics. They don't help you run faster or score better goals or become a better goalkeeper. It's purely cosmetic. Nice touch to add prosthetics into this as well. Of course, it's just another way that they can monetize something, I'm sure, but at the same time, it is nice, because I cannot remember ever playing a video game, customizing a character, and you can choose to have a prosthetic leg or prosthetic arm. So, big props to them. And of course, you can buy the cosmetics. You can unlock them. You can earn in-game currency to buy them. And I like that aspect of it, but I don't think I'll ever pay to do it. Ronaldinho is in the game, actually. You can buy Ronaldinho for 1,000 in-game credits. I don't know how much that is in real-world money, but if you want to play with Ronaldinho, you can buy his avatar, essentially, and a few little bits to customize him along the way as well. I'm sure they'll add more players as the game gets more popular, but for right now, if you're into a very high-skill arcade, just thrill ride, honestly, it's such a fun game. I would jump into this right now. If you've got Game Pass, just get it downloaded straight away. If you have played it, let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you want to check out another video from me, you can click the screen, and until the next time, goodbye.